BMW has a history that is firmly embedded in motor racing, building a reputation as one of the most active and successful brands in the sport. Dating back as early as the 1930s, the brand's racing heritage is built on speed and endurance through the ages, which has resulted in major competition success on tracks worldwide.
If one wants to get into the DNA of a particular car and understand its true culture and what it's all about, you need to go to a museum. And today we are here at the Franschhoek Museum to get a taste of what is BMW, particularly the M-Power, because today they are launching their latest offering, probably the most anticipated car in a long time, the BMW M2.
The styling modifications mean the M2 looks more athletic, which also bodes well for its on-track performance. Luckily, Gugu had a few hours to himself on the Motor Museum's test track to put the M2 through its paces. Quite a thrill, yes, but before we get ahead of ourselves, let's talk nuts and bolts. More compact than its siblings, the M3 and M4, the baby of the pack boasts the best power-to-weight ratio, with all the advantages that entails. The lightweight rear axle and extra-wide tyres ensure a broad track and emphasize a firm stance. The M spoiler at the rear optimizes aerodynamic performance, while the quad tailpipes give it that distinctive M look. One of the most noticeable features inside the M2 is the contrasting blue stitching on the leather seats. Carbon fiber finishes add a sporty touch, as do the thick-rimmed steering wheel and stubby gear lever. A choice of 6-speed manual or 7-speed twin-clutch gearbox transmits power and torque from the M twin-power turbo engine, and there's plenty of both. Because not everyone owns a racetrack, the M2 has to impress on the road as well, and as a daily driver, it doesn't disappoint.
It's not just to use a strong engine, put it in the normal body. You have to reinforce the body to create more stiffness. You have to use the right axle. You need to make the right setup that the driver can really use the more power, the higher power and the high torque output to put it on the ground, on the track. I think it's again a real driver's car. On the spot, very precise, direct, and it engages you really to go up to the limit.
Arguably, one of the M2's biggest threats comes from within the BMW stable. The M4 is well known for its explosive acceleration and razor-sharp handling.
Looking at the track times, they are very close. But the M4 is much more mature, it's more the long-distance car. And to play on a racetrack, I would prefer the M2. Shorter wheelbase, a little bit more the driver's car. But they are close. It's the same chassis. And if somebody gets out of the car, he's got a big, nice smile on his face. I think, yes, we achieved our target.
Well, that big smile of satisfaction comes in at 841,000 Rand. The list of options include carbon fiber front and side blades, the M Performance mirror caps, a performance diffuser, a rear spoiler, and exhaust system for that roaring race car soundtrack. Add M Performance brake pads as well as a carbon fiber steering wheel to go with your M-Power interior kit, and you're soon faced with a price ticket well in excess of $1 million. Before the M2 officially hit our roads, gaming fans were able to get behind the wheel of the virtual version on Need for Speed, a fitting tribute to the youngest member of the M family. And speaking of a Need for Speed, time to return to the track. The front and rear axles are borrowed from the M3 and M4, which aids high-speed stability and boosts traction. More importantly, it also means that the M2 can be drifted with confidence, an ability which Gugu exploited to the full. On the track, the car's true dynamic colours begin to shine through, and you get a sense that all those years of motorsport involvement have paid off.
So they said this is probably the most anticipated M-powered vehicle. The M2, without a doubt, is my favorite M-powered vehicle so far. The car just feels so great, it's so dynamic, it's actually so engaging as a driver, you know, you just get the tingling feeling of excitement. And as you get into the corners as well, you just want to power it out, and it does exactly what you want it to do. It turns in, and as you power it out, it actually just lets the car drift out nicely, and you can actually hold it and then bring it back in and just floor it out of the corner. Absolutely loving the M2. Can't wait to get on to GT Labs.